What's up, Court Crew? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Courtney Jinean and I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be another video in my top 5 series. This is a series on my channel where I tell you guys what are my top 5 units from maybe a brand, a specific line from a brand. So since my first 2 episodes, I have done my top 5 units from the OUTRE Hairline Collection. I've done my top 5 sensational units, and today I will be sharing with you all my top 5 units from the OUTRE Perfect Hairline Collection. So if you are interested to hear my thoughts and what I think about my favorite units from the OUTRE Perfect Hairline Collection, then definitely keep watching. I created this series so you would know which units I suggest the most. In my specific reviews, I do let you all know the pros, the cons, and the final thoughts, but sometimes you're in between two, and I want to give you guys a ranking so you could know which are my top 5 from each collection. I might do these more frequently as more and more units come out, but as today stands, here are my thoughts on the Perfect Hairline Collection. So before we get into my favorite units, you all know that first I would like to go over the key specs of the OUTRE Perfect Hairline Collection in general, so you all know what to expect when purchasing a unit from this collection from OUTRE. It comes with fully hand-tied 13x4 or 13x6 frontal. Those vary. Some units come with a 13x4, some units come with 13x6, and some units come with faux scalp, so it kind of varies between each unit. Also comes with ear-to-ear soft HD transparent lace. You all know that I always give this disclaimer with soft HD lace. You want to make sure to be fragile with it because it can rip. I've done that a few times. Comes with natural baby hairs, a pre-attached elastic band. That's on some of the newer units. Pre-plucked hairline, and it's heat styling friendly. Up to 400 degrees. So that's a little bit about the Perfect Hairline Collection. It is probably my second favorite collection from OUTRE. Number 1 right now is Melted Hairline. I think then it's the Perfect Hairline Collection, which is a bit more expensive because it comes with that 13x4 frontal, so you're able to part it anywhere. And then after that, I think it's the Sleek Lay. I've only tried 1 unit from the Sleek Lay collection, but I'm super excited to see what other styles they come out with and which ones that I get to try, because that's a collection that I got my eye on, okay? That one might dethrone the Melted Hairline Collection, but we'll see. If you're wondering on what unit that I have on today, this is from the Melted Hairline Collection. This is the newest unit from OUTRE called Suvi, so definitely check that out if you're interested. All right, you guys, so now that we're done with that long intro, let's get into my favorite units. At number 5 is OUTRE Perfect Hairline Ella. This one is a really pretty unit. I got it in the color DR Chocolate Swirl. This unit was super cute. I was able to pluck it to perfection. This unit is in my top 5 because 1 is something that it's just my type of style. Like, you all know that I love curls, and I was able to get it in a color that I hadn't tried that many times. So Chocolate Swirl is one of my favorite color blends from OUTRE. This unit did have some cons that I will want to note for you all in this video in case you have not seen the full review, but if you have not, I will have it linked down below, and I will have a full OUTRE Perfect Hairline playlist. But OUTRE Ella, it was a bit tangly, and you wouldn't really expect that from that unit because it's a shorter length. With that, I think that it's an everyday unit because of the length, because of the style, and I would recommend that unit. It's one of my favorites for sure. The next unit that I would like to talk about at number 4 is OUTRE Perfect Hairline Laurel. This unit is super duper pretty. It's a longer unit. Like Ella, it does have a number of cons that I will touch on as well, but in terms of the unit as a whole, I think that it was a very pretty unit. It's one of my favorites because it just really laid really flat. It was long. It was my type of style, so it was a curly, not a curly unit, but it was a straight unit, like a silky texture, but at the same time it had curls, so that's what I typically go for with synthetic units. So it was my type of style. I don't think that it's a everyday unit because of the length. Like, it's a really long unit, but it's super duper pretty. Now with my cons, Laurel had a couple things with her, okay? One, she did have that faux scalp, which I think not only I'm not the hugest fan of, but I think all of us as a whole usually cut it out. So that's one thing that I will note. Also was it shedded a lot, and it also tangled a lot what you can expect because of the long nature. But other than that, if you can look past all those cons, Laurel is a beautiful unit to pick up because she's super pretty. She's been out of stock for the longest now. Like, I've been wanting to re-up on Laurel just to try her again because I feel like maybe I was too harsh, but she's always out of stock. So if she comes back, definitely snag her because she, if nothing else, she's definitely a look, okay? At number 3 is OUTRE Katya. Now this one, okay, one, I have to touch on the color that I picked her up in. I picked her up in Havana Brown. It was a new color for me, but I was absolutely obsessed. The texture on this unit was phenomenal. This is one of the units, one of the rare units. I think this is the only unit out of my top 5 from OUTRE Perfect Hairline that is of a yaki texture. This is a very long, straight yaki texture unit. It's just the perfect kinky straight unit. The pre-pluckness was there, the length is there, no tangling for me. It just was really super duper pretty. So if you have not tried her, definitely try her, especially if you are a girl who loves your yaki units, okay? Because Katya was the one, not the two. It was super easy to lay down, and I would definitely recommend that, especially if you're in the market for a kinky straight unit. Number 2, you might be surprised. You might be surprised because when I first reviewed this unit, like if you hear me say, oh, this is my number 2, and you go to the review and you're like,
but didn't you say it wasn't a must-have?
yes, I did, but I've seen the light, okay? Well, let me just tell you which unit it is. It is OUTRE Perfect Hairline Ivana. Yes. So originally I had picked it up in Havana Brown, one of my favorite colors, period. Or was it ginger? No, it's Havana Brown. I love this color on me, and I remember just doing a lot of work to get this unit to look like, to be a look, you know? So I was kind of, I think when I was doing the initial review, I was kind of annoyed with the amount of work that I was putting into it. But I will say that this is one of the few units that I have repurchased. I didn't get it in Havana Brown again, but I did get it in a one color, and it was just gorgeous. Like, I think that they varied a lot, which is a little bit weird. Like, the Havana Brown was more of a silky texture, while the one unit that I got was more of like a silky yaki mix. So it was a little bit more durable. It was super duper pretty, and I was able to get a couple looks out of that wig. So I know that I said in the original video that it wasn't a must-have, but I definitely have seen the light. That unit is a must-have. No, I don't think that it's a must-have. There are other units that you can get the same look for maybe cheaper, but out of the Perfect Hairline Collection, that is definitely up there because of the way that the curls were, the color on my skin, and when I tried it in one, it was giving even more because of that silky yaki mixture of a texture. Child, you have to try it. So yeah, I would definitely suggest OUTRE Perfect Hairline Ivana. At number 1, you guys, you probably already guessed it, but it's definitely OUTRE Lynette. You guys, that unit, that color. Let's first talk about the color. I picked it up in Creamy Toffee, which is a great choice on my behalf, like if I do say so myself. That color was giving Malibu Barbie, but it wasn't just the color. I think it was overall the style of the unit, the texture of the unit, the quality of that unit. That unit was a silky yaki mixture. I would say it was more on the yaki side. Came to a very everyday length, not too long, not too short. The pre-pluckness was there, even though I plucked it a little bit more. It was just perfection. Definitely check out OUTRE Lynette if you have not tried her. Get your hands on her. She is a new release, so you might be able to snag her at a couple more places. I will have all the wigs and my full reviews down in the description box if you're interested. Let me know in the comments, what is your favorite OUTRE Perfect Hairline unit? Let's chat in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.
We used to roll at the ring. We used to roll at the ring.